Live from Chicago, it's Mike from the Nationwide Skip Tracer Network. Before I get into Skip Tracing 101, let me tell you about a guy I work with at two different places by the name of Anthony Quinones. He's currently wanted by the FBI for mail and wire fraud by the FBI. He stole in excess of $1.8 million. He's a Costa Rican native. Came over here when he was a kid, stole $1.8 million, and left. And because Costa Rica has no extradition, he is living a high life in Costa Rica with the $1.8 million. He's also wanted by Pinellas Park, Florida, and a Pinellas County Sheriff's Office in Florida for molesting his 12-year-old babysitter. Right? He came over, I don't know, when he was a kid, lived in Massachusetts, and then they moved to Florida. I met him when I was doing judgment recovery seminars where he worked, and got in trouble there, and he left there and I left there, and I met him at another collection agency. The last thing I told him was stay out of trouble, and that's what happened to him. That's his picture. It's a wanted poster by the FBI. His actual name, according to the FBI, is Gonzalo Anthony Quinones Uella. Of course, it's not Uella on this anymore. It's just Gonzalo Anthony Quinones. He's can go anywhere from 250 pounds to 160. He's a chameleon. So, if you know him, if you see him, go to my website, let me know. Actually, you can go to my website and click on my picture, and you can get more information about this guy. The last information I got from someone in Costa Rica was that he left when the court work was going on through from Florida to Dallas and went back to Costa Rica and has not left since, and no one's doing anything about it. So maybe someone out there can give the feds or me a hand and help us out. Now that I get that out of the way, I just wanted to talk about maybe one of the longest recovery efforts I had on a judgment. Well, I had to get the judgment first. It was this is before the internet existed. Yes, I am that old. The only information I had was he owed a debt, and I got a name and the last known address and no social security number. So, like back then, before there was internet, I went to the property appraiser's office to find out who owned the property so I could talk to his landlord. Talk to his landlord. He already moved a long time ago. The only information he gave me is that his street name was Jersey and that he worked as a DJ for a strip joint. So every night I would stay late and call in the Detroit Yellow Pages strip joints and talk to the bartender. The bartender would hand the phone to guys drinking at the bar, and I would ask for Jersey, and no one would know him. I'd call another bar, and I kept doing that for a couple of months, and finally some guy, the bartender gave the phone to some guy who sounded like Barney on The Simpsons. He was real drunk, and he said, "Jersey, you mean Jim Linky, the guy with the red truck?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, he works at such and such a bar," which turned out to be not a strip joint, but a completely naked bar where they couldn't sell alcohol. So I talked to the process server I used for Michigan, and they wouldn't go in that place because it was real seedy. So I called the sheriff's department, and they won't go in there without a backup because it's a messed up place. Apparently, I've never been there. I've never been to that part of Michigan in Detroit. So he went, dropped the summons on the DJ's lap. The guy never showed up in court. I got a default judgment. So then I filed a garnishment against him at the strip joint. They never answered it. It was a certified mail garnishment. So after 30 days, I filed a writ of execution against the garnishee defendant, which means we moved against the strip joint to collect the money. So after 30 days, the sheriff's department went in there and started tagging all the musical equipment. And the manager jumped off his butt and ran out and talked to the owner, or just went to the bank, got the money to pay off the judgment. So, and that took 12 months. And I had a bet with the director of the corporation. He said I wouldn't find him or collect a nickel. I found him, and I collect every nickel plus interest. And he still never paid me. He just opened his wallet and showed me it was empty. So, skip tracing 101. Get the money first. And find this guy Quinones, because he's starting to get on my nerves.